You know, you mentioned Crips earlier. One of the things on the list is that Crips were bullies. Can you break that down?
Yeah. So yeah, and you know what I'm saying. It's, and no disrespect, but you know that's how this. I want to talk about this is how really how Bloods came about. If you go back in history, you'll see how the Crips were trying to make everybody turn to be Crips. So basically, the Bloods was kind of formed formed for trying to be. I mean, for being anti-bullies. You know what I'm saying? They stopped the Crips from going certain places, taking over, and you know what I'm saying. That's how Bloods was formed. So in my neighborhood, we had a lot of that too. Like the Crips was trying to be bullying dudes and pulling up, jumping out. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that don't even bang. You know what I'm saying? So and that type of stuff, it makes dudes be like, man, I want to be affiliated because I want to go get them. You know. So when I was coming up, we was so outnumbered, it was ridiculous. You know, everywhere we go, jail, schools, except in Inglewood, because, you know what I'm saying, we kind of had Inglewood sold up as far as schools, but, like, everywhere we go, you know, it's just more Crips everywhere. So that's what kind of, like, I'm like an underdog type of person anyway, you know, so I was like, I ain't about to roll with the majority. I'm going to roll with you know what I'm saying, the underdog. So that's what kind of made me choose that side, too, as well.
Talk about new recruits.
Oh yeah, so new recruits, it's like it's a deep thing because the new recruits you got to be real careful of because a lot of new recruits, like back in my day, we all came up in my neighborhood. I grew up in my neighborhood. We all, like all my friends that I grew up with, all lived in the neighborhood, so we was all accountable when something happens. Nowadays, it's like you got people they'll be from the east side of LA and come and get put on an Inglewood gang. Or they'll be from West LA and go get put on an East LA, you know what I'm saying, like a East Side gang in LA, you know, so everybody be all over the place. So you kind of like got to be careful with that because these little youngsters, they really in it for the fame and for different unknown reasons, but you know what I'm saying, most of them be not too good, you know, it's like they'll get put on and then get ran off, and then you got little homies who are from the hood, they get jealous when the new recruits come in, you know what I'm saying, because they feel like they want to be favored, so they don't like it when it's like it's like when a mother has a new child, and a new child comes in, and he's jealous of the firstborn, you know what I'm saying, because he want all the attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that in gangs, man.
Mm.
So yeah, new recruits, they have it kind of rough sometimes. The only new recruits that don't have it really rough, if they just gangster off the gate. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gangster off the gate really. Everybody who joins gangs, a lot of people be halfway soft and get molded into being tough. You know what I'm saying? Or being molded to that super Crip or super Blood. You know what I'm saying? They don't just start off that way. But some people it do. You know, you got some dudes that just thugging, just straight thugs. So and then that's the ones that, you know what I'm saying, we want to recruit. Like, oh, this dude wild. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much gonna be in jail anyway later, so might as well be from the hood. So, you know, that's how that type of shit works sometimes.
Mm. Yeah, and I want everybody out there to know this isn't a glorification. We're doing this show to hopefully deter people from going down that route.
Right.
So I just want to make it very, very clear out there, you know, so these items that we're discussing, that's the main focus. But one of them that I found very interesting was why your own homies can become your worst enemy. Can you break that down?
Yeah. So like I said, there's a lot of jealousy in this gang world, you know, depending on who you are. Like even if you got family members, you know what I'm saying, it's still like people be jealous of you, you know. If you're making too much money, if you got all the girls, they jealous. It's just a lot of reasons why your own homies can be jealous of you, you know, and sometimes a lot of gangs, you know, they will turn on you. And there's nothing for hoods nowadays to kill each other, you know. So that's, you know, it gets real dangerous like that because, you know, most of the members, they know you, they know where you live, especially if you're friends with them, they got your phone number, they can get at you anytime. So, you know, if they don't like you, they say they just want to turn on you. they know where to find you. They know where to come get you at. And you know what I'm saying? So it get real tricky sometimes. Like if you ain't no solid dude, you know what I'm saying? And you playing both sides, not both sides like Bloods and Crips, but you got one foot in and one foot out. That shit it's treacherous. It get dangerous. You know, so you always gotta keep your both feet in and be ready at all times. And when you get that phone call, you gotta jump up and go. You know what I'm saying? You can't be oh, my baby is I ain't got nobody to watch my baby. You better go find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because your obligation is first and foremost is to your hood because you joined that shit. You know, so you gotta stop and drop when it's time. And you know, you got a lot of dudes that don't do that, and then they get marked out. Then they can't come around no more. You know, it gets real bad for some people.
One of the
so a lot of gangs can start at, like say you. So this is another thing about gangs. Say you start off with 10 dudes that y'all all got put on at the same time. Give it 3 to 5 years, it's going to only be maybe 1 or 2 of them left.
Damn.
And I'm not talking about just death. They're going to either be in prison, either die, or either fell off and just stop coming around. I've seen it happen so many times, and not just with my hood, just with other hoods, you know what I'm saying, that who I function with. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a dude, little whoopty whoop, and he be around for a good 5 years, and next thing you know, you won't never see him again. But those are people you got to be careful of because they be the snitches. You got dudes that be informants. You know, they'll go to jail for one crime, and just because they want to get out that crime, they gonna tell on your crime. You know, so it get real ugly in these gangs, man.
That's what I wanted to talk about next was the snitching part. You know, this there's a big myth that's my homie, that's my ride or die, man. We down for life. He ain't gonna do, man. If we go down together, we both doing 99 years, man. Together, we gonna like a G. And then your homie hears those football numbers when he's in court and he starts singing like a bird. But can you talk about the snitching aspect, man? And that's one of the biggest things that should deter anybody from joining a gang. Right.
Okay. So that's happening more often than usual because the consequences aren't the same, you know. Like back in when I was coming up in the 90s, you know what I'm saying, 2000, early 2000 stuff, when you a snitch, you X'd out, you ain't coming back, or you know what I'm saying, they gonna do something to you, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get something done to you treacherous, then you know, you outcasted. So you're not gonna want to come around anyway, because ain't nobody gonna accept you. You're gonna have to take phase every time they see you. If not, they're gonna be popping at you, shooting at you, you know, or, you know, you might get killed, you know what I'm saying, back then. Nowadays, it's crazy because they got, you know, like what Mitchie Slick said, selective politicking. You got dudes who are snitch, but it depends on what he snitched on, why he could come back. You know what I'm saying? So it get weird like that. Or you got dudes that they'll snitch, be gone for a long time, where everybody be done forgot or something, and then they'll come back around and be around they won't come around everybody, but they'll come around certain dudes, like dudes that not really ain't tripping like that. They ain't gonna say nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, long as he didn't do it to them, they really ain't gonna say nothing, you know what I'm saying? They gonna look past it, like maybe he might be getting money or something, or he got a play that he wanna hook the homies up with, so they'll look past what he did, you know, and let him come back around sometimes, you know. So it's weird like that. It's not like before. You could snitch and still kind of come around, you know, depending on who you are. Back then, it wasn't no coming back around. It wasn't no, you know, your life was in real danger, you know. But it's different now. But even in the pen, you know, you got more PC yards than they got regular yards. So it's just, that's a part of the normal life now with gangs, because that telling will get you out of your situation. So do you want to get out your situation, or do you want to go, you know, do time for something when you know you can tell on somebody else and they gonna let you right out, which that's not fair. As far as the police go, that ain't fair for a motherfucker can tell on you and then he get out of his situation. That's some bull crap. But that's the way it go, man.